Hello, fans! Welcome to another Hasbro Pulse Star Wars Fanstream. My name is Jing. I work in marketing.
And I'm Emily on design.
It is just Emily and I today. Don't worry. You will actually see more of the team later. We're just here covering vintage. So we're going to try something new. We're going to have a few team members as we go through today's reveals, and we're going to reveal segment by segment. So Emily and I will get started and cover vintage, reunited.
That's right.
And then we'll have Eric and Brandon, a new team member for Black Series. And yes, Eric is here to do some Black Series reveals for you guys. And finally, we'll end with a roleplay item. So yes, surprise, there is a roleplay reveal for at the end of this live stream. Our fan stream today is going to go from classic to new entertainment. So as we've mentioned, we are trying to do more frequent touch points. So we did have one just in January, a fan stream back then. And we're excited to be here just like a month later to give you more news. And we want to spread out our love. So today's stream will be a little bit heavier on Black Series. We have some great vintage reveals for you, and there's quite a bit of a Black Series. But we'll keep coming back with more news in that frequent coming months. So we want to spread out the love. We want to come back with you more often and just spread it out.
So that's right.
Yeah.
And the other thing that's happening this week is New York Toy Fair. So you might see some great images coming out of it for these new reveals as well. And there may be some news coming out of that too. So stay tuned for the New York Toy Fair news.
Yes. All right, let's start with a special pipeline today. I know we said we're not going to do a lot of pipelines, but for something special, we do like to bring it out. So some of you might have noticed we actually do have stage decoration with us. Yes, this is the poster that some eagle-eyed fans saw in Nuremberg Toy Fair. Great eyes. This is indeed a newly tooled the Vintage Collection land speeder.
That's right. So we're so excited. We're going to be adding this upgraded Luke's land speeder to our Return to Tatooine theme for the year. And more details are to come soon for that actual reveal coming at a later date. It's going to be really good.
Yeah. And I love that fans really picked out on the image. We're really excited to be able to show that a little bit more for today, and definitely more news to come. But I think, we've mentioned that the land speeder is new, and we've used some older figures to, flesh out that diorama scene a little bit more.
That's right. When our team does those sort of packaging, photography, they'll use some older figures to fill out the scene, set the scene. We did that for the C-3PO, some of those older figures in the background. So not everything in that image is new, but the land speeder sure is, and we'll share more of those details soon.
All right, now let's go into our reveals for today. Our first reveal is an original 96 character revealing Moma Nadan, affectionately known as Hammerhead from Star Wars A New Hope.
We love him.
He comes with that soft goods skirt that looks great on him, perfect for sitting in that cantina booth.
That's right. You need the soft goods for that movement.
Yeah, perfect seating. And he does have the latest figure articulation. He has that rocker style ankles and barbell hips, everything that we would want him to have. And he has that amazing wash decal all over his skin for that great texture. So the team did a really good job. If there's like a close-up of him, you can see a lot of that texture.
That's right. And just to get into the accessories that he comes with, there's some really fun nods here. Now you're going to see him coming with his staff, and that's really a callback to his previous release in the Saga collection. I think it's also a fun callback to what has to be one of my favorite packaging bios. So the back of package for this one has a bio that talks about, yes, he's a secret rebel sympathizer, but he was also just a humble farmer up in the mountains south of Mos Eisley. I think it's hilarious. It's a really, really fun one, and it just makes me smile, giving him that extra little bit of personality. Another piece that you're going to see that's really a throwback accessory for us is that double barrel blaster. So that one is a throwback to his previous release in Power of the Force line, even a step back and farther. Now, last time that we released that, it was quite big. It was like as tall as his shoulder. And so really we've gone in there, we've rescaled it so that it's more proportionate, and really just fits the figure well. And I love the callback.
Yes.
And the other pieces that he'll come with is that E11 blaster, as well as one of those cantina pieces, the cup here, and the extra hand that's built to hold it really well.
I love getting aliens in the line, but especially for Cantina aliens, this one is by far one of the best ones to get out. So really excited that he's coming out. He is in that deluxe size card back that we're doing for our deluxe size vintage collection items now. Nostalgic original film out and the original pill color from the Kenner card. So it's great to get him out. He is BC 362. All right, moving on. So we revealed back at your Comic-Con, Dr. Evazan. Sorry, correct me. I always butcher that name.
Tomato.
Evazan. Evazan, and I've been corrected. So just transparently, I say Evazan, and I've been like, no, it's Evazan. So I'm trying to learn the correct way of saying this. I call it my accent.
Star Wars name.
Yeah, I call it my accent. This figure would go great with our next reveal, bringing back Ponda Baba from Star Wars A New Hope.
That's right. And they're such good buddies. I'll just put them up here together. What a pair.
Yay! Get them both out.
That's right. So notable Cantina patron here with Ponda Baba. He's such a fun one. And he, again, is for those who backed our Cantina HasLab or any others who are just building a Cantina figure collection. So that's Smuggler, Ponda Baba. He ended his bar fight minus an R. And, we've included that removable part, so you can decide which scene to match, because that also affects his hands. He comes with both his paddle-shaped and his human hands, referencing the different moments in the movie. He comes with some additional accessories. He also comes with a blaster pistol and that Cantina cup here. And, we've refreshed that figure. It really matches his outfit deco from the previous completely. But we've also lightened up the skin tone a bit and added just a little deco to bring out the mustache.
I love that.
The mustache.
Yeah. I love that. The facial features, we got to bring it out.
It's all in the face. It's all in the face. He comes with an alt card back as well. That's something that I really love that we've been doing. Just for anyone who's bought it before, come back for that really fun new card. This one's going to be VC 70. And on his card, you're going to see a new picture that I think really highlights his costume more. It's not all up in the face. It really shows you the full, orange jacket.
Yeah,
that detail.
I love those great alt card backs that we've been doing. So, of course, these are great additions to that return to Tatooine theme that we've been doing for a few months now. So let's add him to the poster.
Do it.
So I love that we're building out this poster piece by piece. There's still more, but today we're hitting 2 of them by adding, both Hammerhead and Ponda Baba here. And they are both available summer 2025 at fan retailers. Pre-order next Wednesday, March 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Moving on to newer entertainment now. So we just did classic movie. Now we're going to new show. We love our Mandalorians. We really do. But there's still characters we still really want to get out there. So our next reveal is from The Mandalorian.
And this one's an Imperial.
Yes. Revealing.
All right, revealing the Imperial Armored Commando from Season 3 of The Mandalorian. You guys might have guessed that he was on his way when we previously did a Mando with this jetpack that he kind of steals in that amazing hallway fight. So this one is packed full of accessories, the Imperial Armored Commando. He's going to come with his riot shield, and we've really created a transparent window piece in that, as well as sort of the parts that let it attach to his forearm like you see here. He's also going to come with this piece, his Electro Riot Baton. Very, very cool accessory. It's got a transparent molded, tip shape with a tripod around it as it spreads into, encompasses that electricity in the shell.
Yeah.
A really, really cool accessory. Also comes with his vibro blade, as you see here, that little dagger. And then as well, his new blaster rifle. That's a newly molded piece here in that harder plastic. And as well, his jetpack packed on his back. That's with that, standard system of peg connection to the figure. Also, he has a working holster here for his blaster pistol. So he's absolutely a whole one-man armory. It's so cool. This figure is built for that great movement as well of the new accessory, all of that new articulation. It's got that barbell hip, that rocker ankle. He's going to move amazingly as you pose him for that hallway fight.
I mean, I love all the accessories that come with him. He is ready for action.
He is.
He looks great. And I love that the white armor on him has that glossy finish. So he just really looks like the whole package.
It's like one step away from Stormtrooper. It's really cool, that gloss white.
Yes, it looks great, especially live in person. So I don't know if you can capture it in screen on camera, but it looks superb. As so for the card back itself, it is a deluxe card back at VC 366. So we're excited to bring out a lot of these options for the fans. And this one in particular, I was really excited about. When we saw him in The Mandalorian and all the action scenes.
That's a toy.
That's a great one.
That's going to be a toy.
Available summer 2025, wherever vintage is normally sold. Pre-order next Wednesday, March 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, like I mentioned, we wanted to get you some great vintage figures out there, but we are going to switch over to the next segment. So we'll let the Black Series team take it away.
Thank you so much, fans.
Bye.
Thank you, Jenny and Emily. It was great to see those really cool vintage collection reveals. And hello, Star Wars fans. I'm Brandon on Black Series Marketing.
And I'm Eric on design. It's been a while since I've been on one of these.
It has been a while, and this is actually my first time. It's an honor to join you, man. Great to be here.
Yeah, these are fun. They're a lot of fun. I love being able to talk about the reveals and talk about all this to the fans. It's nice to be able to get to the conventions, but this is the next best thing.
Absolutely, for sure. And we have a lot on the table for you today. As you can see, we're going to be going in a couple of different directions. We have a couple of waves that we're going to be carrying through. So stay tuned. There is a lot of exciting stuff to talk you guys through.
Yep. So we are continuing with the Mandalorian reveals. So today, the characters we have up here are actually kind of related to our next reveal. So we are revealing Moff Gideon in his Dark Trooper armor. So this is a brand new character, or brand new figure rather, and it's completely newly tooled. It does have that soft goods cape, and it has a really cool jetpack that's on the back of that figure that is trapped underneath that cape. So that jetpack is non-removable on this to get that really clean look. He comes with his removable helmet. This is a brand new likeness in order to fit underneath that helmet. So we wanted to make sure that that all functioned correctly. We didn't scale up the helmet too big in order to fit that existing head. So that is all new. And he also comes with his vibro spear, both the extended version that has the electricity effects at the top. And then he also comes with the other spear, the one that is the smaller, shorter version, the contracted version. So he does come with both of those. This is a really cool looking figure. And we also designed this one to have the shoulder pads that function very similarly to what we've done with the other Stormtroopers and other trooper designs, so that you can really have that articulation and the butterfly joints and everything. They're trapped in there inside the butterflies. So yeah, this is a really cool looking figure and will sit really well alongside your other Mandalorian characters as shown here.
Yeah. I love the way that you're able to get the deco to just feel like the way that it just shimmers.
Yeah.
You know, I think the way that'll stand out on fan shelves is just going to be really special.
Yeah, the gloss effect looked really good on this.
And the likeness is just, I think, one of the best in the line.
Yeah, no, it looks just like Moff.
Yeah, really, really cool. So as you can see, the removable helmet there. Let's give you guys a look at what that looks like on the figure itself. So it just pops over the top and menacing as ever. Moff Gideon. Okay, so this is going to be number 44 in the Mandalorian line. He has some very menacing side art, as you can see, to pack out the Mandalorian mural that we have there on the packaging. Building on the Mandalorian Season 3, a previously released figure here that you can see in Paz Vizsla. As you guys know, he had an amazing, epic scene in the Mandalorian Season 3. So today we're going to be revealing the previously pipelined Imperial Praetorian Guard. So this figure is really, really cool. As you can see, he comes with multiple weapons, two to be exact. And we are simply recreating that moment from Mandalorian Season 3 here. So let's try and get both.
Yeah, so as Brandon mentioned, he does come with the two accessories, so you can troop build this figure. He comes with the whip sword and also the glaive. We tried to pick two of the weapons that were most different from each other, but also the coolest looking in terms of what we have in our line. The whip sword has a really cool effect where we had painted the purple lights on kind of like every other side. And as the sculpt rotates, it kind of gives this effect that the lights are kind of like shimmering and turning on and off as you're rotating the accessory. And it looks really cool in person, especially. So these two different weapons really allow for a lot of different posability with the characters to be able to get a lot of play value out of the pack and get these two different versions, since the base figure itself, the base characters were all the same across them. They just had the different weapons. And he sits really well alongside all of our other Imperial guards. So we try to make sure that we reference our other Praetorians that we've had, our other Imperial guards, so that this feels like another evolution of that character. The packaging, this is another really menacing side art with the weapons in view. This is number 43 in the Mandalorian lineup.
Cool. I love the soft goods as well. Like the way you're able to get that posability to get both characters or both versions of the character there in different poses is really cool.
Yeah. Really, really happy with the soft goods. And again, just the gloss finish on these characters worked out really well.
The helmets too came out really nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Cool. So both Moff Gideon and the Praetorian Guard are going to be available summer 2025 wherever Black Series is sold. The pre-order will be next Wednesday, March 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as a lot of fans will have seen earlier this week, the epic new trailer for Andor Season 2 came out, and the season itself is going to be coming out in April. And I really love the tone that they went for that trailer.
Yeah. It was a lot more like rock and roll than I was expecting, but like it got me really hyped because like the cinematography looked awesome. Like all the characters and stuff like that, being able to like see them in the trailer was really fun and cool. And a lot of like obviously fan favorite characters coming back. I loved season 1, so I'm very excited for season 2.
Absolutely. So in preparation for that, we have a few figures to reveal today. And of course, with the show being called Andor, we had to get this really cool look of the main hero out in the main line.
So this is a brand new figure with all the latest articulation. This is the new outfit for this character. This is his pilot outfit, as we saw in season 2. Got a little bit more context in that trailer as to what outfit he's in and why he's in that outfit. So I guess we'll also have to kind of stay tuned for when the actual episode comes out. He is decked out in all the Imperial logos and everything. It's a really cool looking version of kind of a pilot outfit. And once you put the helmet on, he does kind of become a troop builder in a way. Like, it's just kind of cool that, like, once it's on, he's fully kind of in disguise. So this is, again, brand new sculpt, new head sculpt, just to make sure that it fits inside the helmet, just like we had with Moff Gideon. And again, this is, I think, one of my favorite likenesses of Andor. And every time we do one of him, we get a little bit better every time. And I think this one really, really looks like Andor.
Yeah. This wave has a lot of really strong likenesses. I think it's one of the best for sure. Cool. Okay. And following alongside Andor is our main hero, where there is light, there is also the dark, right? So we need some Imperial representation here for the wave. And we are revealing director Orson Krennic. And speaking about likenesses, this is the first time that we have Krennic with that inkjet likeness. So slightly updated hair color there too, more in line with some of the latest reference that we had from Lucasfilm. And I think he looks amazing with those updates. Really brings him to life. Yeah,
the updates on him we were really, really happy with. And we really wanted to make sure that, like, once we released him, because we've done all the other ones with the inkjet from Rogue One, that when we updated him, like, there are definitely some things beyond just the inkjet that we wanted to change. And Andor is number 15 in the lineup, and Director Krennic is number 13 in the lineup.
And both Cassian and Krennic are going to be available summer 2025, wherever Black Series is sold. Again, pre-ordering next Wednesday, March 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
And we just heard the amazing news from Lucasfilm that the Revenge of the Sith movie is coming back to theaters. It's a great way to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. I mean, I grew up with those movies. Yeah. I remember, I think Revenge of the Sith was the very first movie I went to with just my friends, like just us. And it was the first movie I went to, like, kind of by myself.
Yeah.
And I was so excited for that movie.
Yeah. To this day, the opening scene of the Battle over Coruscant, it gets like the hairs on the back of my neck standing up, like goosebumps. And speaking of goosebumps, the first time I saw this packaging in hand, like, the team will speak to it, I could have cried, honestly. Like, to get to see that recreated in 6-inch form has just been truly, I think, a magical highlight for the line.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I like I said, this is the line that I kind of grew up collecting.
Yeah.
Especially like when I would go into the stores, like this was the stuff that I saw around, and I have a lot of nostalgia for this packaging in particular.
And one thing that's actually also nostalgic about this packaging is Eric and I first met at Star Wars Celebration in London almost 2 years ago. And one of our earliest conversations was around because that year was 2023, so it was the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, and we were talking about other anniversaries that were coming up, and I think we said, right, that like, if we ever got the opportunity to do this, that we would love to do it, and it's amazing 2 years later to see that come to light. So, as you can tell, we're going to be diving a little bit more into Revenge of the Sith today, starting with Count Dooku.
So, this is one of the villains of Revenge of the Sith. This is the same as those previous releases. Comes with his soft goods, his lightsaber, and his swappable swinging effect. This also does come on the Revenge of the Sith blister packaging. This was one of our earliest figures that we actually had the inkjet on, and this one looked really good. Looks just as good now as it did then, too. Cool.
Yeah, looking great. I love the way that we have the lightsabers on either side, too.
Yeah, it really helps frame him in the package.
We'll give you guys a look at the back of the pack too. Yeah. So you got the bio there, and then the character artwork and the render there of the figure.
Cool.
Okay. Who we got next?
So, next up, we have Kit Fisto. So, this is the same as the previous release. A really cool looking alien Jedi. And it'll sit really well alongside all those other alien Jedi that we have in the line that we've been releasing recently. And then this one does also come with that Revenge of the Sith card back as well. So here he is.
What I love about the alien Jedi is that the team always nail those sculpts in terms of like every little detail. So like the kind of head ties, I guess, that you can see there across the top. The eyes, the way those kind of just shimmer and stand out. It's always amazing to get to see an alien.
Yeah, especially with all the other ones we have coming out. It's really good that we have this being released around the same time as well.
Absolutely. Okay.
So our next character we have revealed today is the R2-D2. So this version, we actually did make some slight updates to it. Technically no new sculpting, but previously the arm panels over on the side of the arm were glued down on previous releases. This one, we do have those removable, so that we could get that jet thruster that we saw in Revenge of the Sith. So we wanted to make sure that we had that paid off in here, and it's a version that we have not been able to do yet with this newest R2-D2. This is also all on the new R2 body. And then this one, as you see here, does come in the Revenge of the Sith blister packaging.
And as you can see, these are all spring 2025 items. They will be available in the fan channel and the rest of the world. And it's been absolutely amazing to get to partner with Walmart on the Revenge of the Sith capsule program, as you see here. And if I count, there's 1, 2, 3 that are going to be revealing at March CollectorCon. Do you think there might be a fourth?
There might be. Yeah, there might be a fourth.
So maybe fans should check out March CollectorCon, which is officially beginning on March 13th at 10 a.m. And get ready for some more amazing and exciting product drops. Because, as I say, Walmart has been absolutely amazing, and we love partnering so closely with them on something that is exciting as this packaging to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. So, I think that was everything from us today on Black Series. So, as I said at the beginning, dialing into a few waves there, we have the wave that has a whole host of characters from Disney Plus, with Moff Gideon, the Praetorian Guard, Cassian Andor, Director Krennic, and of course the previously revealed Anakin Skywalker and Clone Captain Rex. So this is all up for pre-order March 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week. And then for Revenge of the Sith, stay tuned for more coming out March CollectorCon for the month.
Yep, and now we are going to hand it over to the roleplay team, so Chris and Hope.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Brendan and Eric. Awesome reveals for Black Series. We've got one more reveal today. Maybe save the best for last. Yep. So quick.
Not a little one. It's actually a larger one.
It's a larger one.
The benefit of roleplay. Yes.
Exactly. So quick round of intros. I'm Hope on marketing.
I'm Chris on design. I hope you guys know us all by now.
Yes. Hopefully by now, but just in case you didn't, always good to refresh.
So our last reveal of today, a super exciting one. We have the Black Series Clone Trooper 501st Legion helmet. Oh, so beautiful. Look at that. So,
That's a cool one.
of course, yeah, it's gorgeous. So, of course, the 501st Legion is just absolutely iconic to Star Wars. We've seen this helmet and this Legion, I feel like, across so many different forms of content from
We
TV.
have, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of all over the place. We see fans cosplaying as this.
Yeah.
Like famously, fans brought into the universe that way through the 501st. So
Yeah, it's really embedded into the Star Wars lore. It feels iconic to the look and feel, I feel, of the entertainment.
Yeah.
And of course, it's especially relevant this year, knowing that we are celebrating the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith, which is awesome. And I think I remember hearing Eric and Brandon mentioning there might be a certain return to theater.
well, that's the news. Yeah.
Yeah, I will be there.
That is going to be a fun day at the theater. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So I know I'm excited for that. But Chris, why don't you dive
Right.
in on some details?
Well, I think most fans are probably familiar with our basic Clone Trooper helmet. This is a fantastic new redeco of that using the 501st stuff. And we look to the Ahsoka series content version of this. So like the colors and some of the weathering are inspired by its appearance in that show.
Yeah,
So,
it's nice.
It's got all the great details of our core Clone Trooper helmet with the voice changer and the interior detail, the adjustable headband, all that stuff. But yeah, really fun new addition to the shelf of helmets here.
Definitely. And it's going to sit perfectly next to the Captain Rex helmet that we had released last year. So,
Oh, yeah.
of course, you've got Rex, you've got your 501st Legion, and they're going to look so great together with that striking.
Yeah, it is a great addition.
Yes. And then for this item for packaging, this will be Ahsoka Entertainment branded, so super topical there. And then as far as availability, this is going to be a spring 2025 item, but we are not going to put it on pre-order at the moment. The item is going to be available via GameStop in the US and Canada, and then as a fan channel exclusive in the rest of the world. We will have more details to come on the helmet for the US, so just make sure to stay tuned with us for more.
That's right. All right, well, that is it for our reveals today. We've seen some amazing stuff from Vintage, from Black Series, and Roleplay. Yep. We tried that new format today. Let us know what you guys think about that in the comments, kind of focusing on each of the segments individually. You got to meet new team members and Brandon. We got Eric back today. Like, it's been a while. He's been working remote for a while, but great to have him back in the studio in person with us. So, yeah, just a really fun day of reveals and diving into this stuff. So don't forget, those pre-orders for most of those things are starting Wednesday, March 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That does not include the helmet or those Revenge of the Sith items. More details on those later. So that's it for now. I guess we will see you guys next time. So may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you!